What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today we're going to be checking back in on one of our old haunts. I haven't played this game in a hot minute, and they've added a whole bunch of stuff to it. I was giving it a cursory glance last night, and in the first hour I saw a bunch of new things. And so I'm excited to join in with the Wild 8 with all of you. So welcome on back, and let's dive on into a new game. If you don't know what the Wild 8 is, it's a multiplayer, single-player survival game where you'll run around in the Arctic tundra trying to survive after a plane crash. But there's all kinds of weird stuff going on. Your plane crashed in a place that it definitely was not supposed to crash at. Let's play on normal. I think we gotta pick a character now, and this game does have a pretty wide cast. All the characters have different abilities and stuff like that. I'm gonna try and do somebody new this time around that I've never played before. I don't know who I'm going to pick, but we'll get to the list in just a second. So, the people that we can select from, we've got Anna, a pharmacology student. Her medical supplies are twice as good. Robin, he's good at fighting. We've got Cole, who is also good at fighting, but in a different way than Robin. We have William, who's got 10% defense and 5% protection from the cold. We've got Chang, who learns new skills much faster, so he actually levels up way faster than everybody else. Which, if you plan on dying a lot, this game does have, like, semi-permadeath. When you die, you lose skills and stuff like that. He's really good at, like, regaining lost ground. Vivian, she's got crit chance, and she's just lucky. She has more resources when she gathers than everybody else. Jeffrey, he's got extra durability on all of his crafted items. And then Oliver, he's got a minus 10% to his construction costs. I've played pretty much all of these guys right here, these 5 in the middle. I'm going to go with Jeffrey this time around. We're just going to try him out. I'm just moving down the list at this point. Jeffrey, get up, bro. It's time for us to move. I like his backpack, though. We can skip the tutorial. I already know about that. Thank God I'm still in one piece. Things could be a whole lot worse. It's true. They could. We got some canned food right there. I will take that. Got some canned food right there. I will snag that. We've got a med kit on that side, and that sounds absolutely fantastic, just in case I got any boo-boos that I got to square away. I got to be careful about saying boo-boo too loud. That's my dog's name. My dog's name is Winston, but I call him Boo-Boo because I'm all about nicknames. That's like I got Stella. She's my Akita, but I call her the Gucci Growler. And so, like, you know, you got to have nicknames for your dogs. My wife hates it. I call my dog Gucci, though. I'll be like, what's up, Gucci? And my wife's like, please don't call her that. And I'm like, but it's Gucci, though. It's Gucci. I want those berries. Give them to me. Sometimes the berries don't want to come off the bush. All right, so the things that we need to do for right now. My first suggestion would be that we grab some basic resources before we venture out into the cold. This is also going to give us the opportunity to stack up some level ups, which are going to be very important to our survival as we go through the game. We do have a food supply for right now, so there's not really too much to worry about on that front, but we will augment that a little bit with some hunting and foraging later on. There we go. We got the wood right there. I don't know how hard it's going to be for me to make. I think it's like 15 and 15 to make an axe. But we need to get crafting tools made about as soon as possible as well. I could try to chase down that deer and punch it to death, but I'm just not feeling particularly violent right now. It's an option. Like, it's a thing that's out there that we can do, but, like, do I want to punch a deer to death? Here's a fun fact. More people are killed by deer and cows than sharks and bears. Deer apparently kill a whole bunch of people a year, and I never knew that. Now, we can build some buildings down here in the bottom right. This is our shelter. It's a place that we can bed down just in case we need to stay warm for the night. It's also the place where we level up our character. And right here we have a mobility level so we can get the sprint skill. It's going to be helpful. We kind of want that. Sprinting is going to save your life in this game. We also have the workshop, which cost us 20 wood. Oh, no. I thought that it was free. Never mind then. I guess I'm going to go back to punching trees. I'm going to harden my knuckles a little bit, make them strong. Yeah, there we go. The more wood flakes I can get up and under the skin, the better off we are. It's like an impromptu bark skin spell right now. This is the hard way to cast the spell. Aside from, well, I guess going to, magical college for 20-odd years is probably pretty difficult too. But punching a tree is painful in the now, and the now is what I understand. Let's make a stone axe and a stone pick. Oh, no. We'll make a stone axe, and then we'll make a stone pickaxe. Sorry, our inventory got full. There we go. Perfect. And then we will harvest with style. Now we're getting 3 wood every single time we smack this thing. And so we should be able to stack up. Like, I wanted to get like 80 of each resource so that I can upgrade all my benches to level 3 right now, early on in the game, so that we move up the crafting tree much more rapidly than you normally would, because there's going to be things that you really want to build about as soon as possible. This is a hostile world, and it is absolutely trying to kill us. And so keep that in mind while you play. That boar right there is looking like a pretty juicy target, but I'm going to leave him alone for a second. Let's swap over to the pickaxe, and we'll gather up all the ore we might need. And now that we have the ore that we need, we are going to upgrade some of our facilities. So you want to upgrade the tent because it gives you extra storage spots. So 20 ore and 20 wood will get that done. There you go. And so now you can see we've got one storage slot right there, but we are kind of hungry. Maybe I'll eat dinner first. I don't tend to hold on to, so don't like hoard preserved food in this game. Later on, I found that I have like this issue when I play this game. So I always save all my canned food and everything for later. And when I save my canned food and whatnot, I never end up using it because I just forage off of berries and mushrooms the entire time. Consider eating all your canned food early on so that it doesn't take up inventory space. You will find plenty of berries and plenty of mushrooms and plenty of other stuff to make your life easier. I promise. I wouldn't steer you wrong. That's not what Splattercat's all about. It's kind of strange. There we go. I was going to say we should get a gathering level up pretty soon, but I haven't seen it come through. There we go. So now we have the wood that we need in order to upgrade this a little bit further. We can take this up to level 3 with 45 and 45. That sounds great. And so now we have a level 3 shelter with 2 storage slots. Much, much better. And we can also go to level 3 skills. If we had 40 and 40, we could upgrade that right there, but we don't have 40 and 40 right now. So let's maybe work on that real fast. There's going to be a lot of gathering at the beginning of the game. You just need to settle that right now. The majority of your random resource gathering is going to be like in the first hour of this game. And then after that, it's all about diving into bunkers and finding resources and kind of doing the Fallout thing. Now, this game does get weird. So if you're worried this is going to be like The Long Dark and it's going to be like a straight survival sim, this game is not. This game gets weirder and weirder. The farther you get in, there's all kinds of weird stalker-esque supernatural stuff happening. It gets a little bit crazy. So, you know, maybe that's another drawing point for you. Oh, no. There's 50 ore right there? Oh. I like 50 ore. 50 ore sounds great. I'll take 50 ore right now. Let's upgrade this. There we go. And then for another upgrade, we need 65. So we need like 25 more wood to get that upgraded. And then from there, I'm going to make sure that I always have 80 ore and I always have 80 wood inside my inventory because campfires will save your life in this game. And there's nothing worse than freezing to death while desperately trying to chop down a tree to get wood together. Yeah, I don't know what that noise was, but it didn't sound friendly. I don't think I want to play with it. Let's go ahead and upgrade that right there. And now we have a level 3 workshop, which means we can go all the way down to level 3 objects. If we can get ourselves enhanced stone axes, battle claws. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in here. We can get bows, arrows. We can make ourselves wooden armor. We can make ourselves leather boots. We can increase all kinds of stuff. We can make rabbit traps. We can make traps for animals. We can make a rabbit's foot, healing salves, flashlights, deer food, leather cuts. I mean, there is a huge crafting list in this game. The last time I played, things only went up to level 4-ish, I think. Now, all of the crafting benches go up to level 7. And so there's a lot of goodies in this game. Keep your eye out. That being done, here's one of my favorite features about the game, in case you didn't know. I've got to chop more wood, however. I'll show you the feature in just a second. You can pack up your crafting workbenches and take them with you. I love that. The modularity of this game is one of my favorite features. How, like, you don't have to leave your tent behind. You don't have to leave your crafting bench behind and run all the way back to base if you wanted to make yourself a health potion real fast. You can bring it with you and do it right there on the spot. And I think that's a pretty fantastic thing. I'm not a big fan of convoluted inventory systems that force you to always be moving around the map like bored and whatnot. I don't like it. So we've got 2 storage spots right here right now. We also have 3 gathering points. I'm going to spend all of those on backpack slots. You never have enough inventory space in this game. So I want as many backpack slots as I can get. Some of the other options that are available is we can get better at gathering wood with our axe. We can also get better at gathering stone with our pickaxe. We've got offensive skills, defensive skills, hunting skills, and those all level up just like in Morrowind by practicing them. Let's go ahead and pack that place up. We can redeploy it wherever we want, and there's no penalty for packing up and tearing down stuff in this game, which is, once again, super awesome. We have a couple places. So we have Into the Wild, we've got a little place down there, and we've got the Iris Flight on the right. Let's go up here first. I'm going to go to the northwest. It's going to get a little bit chilly. It's going to get worse before it gets better. But hopefully we'll be able to accomplish something up this way in the forest. This also gives us a phenomenal time to gather berries and do all kinds of fun stuff while we're down here. Hey, gather the berries. Gather the berries. They definitely got to work on that. That's got to be... Fine, berries. I didn't want you anyways. We're not friends anymore, berries. Don't come to my birthday party. I'm going to grab some northern mushrooms while I'm over here, too. Maybe like a stack of them. If I could run down a bunny, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit him. The swing speed might be a little too low. I might be able to chuck my axe at him, though. I don't know if I can get him. It might be a little bit challenging. Where are we on the map right now? Oh, we went too far north. Okay, let's cut west for just a minute, he says, as he goes north even further. All right, let's go downwards and to the west, and we'll see if we can find our way into this little location. I like to go to this place first because it gives you access to things that you normally don't have access to, namely a car, which is actually super important because now to make weapons and other things like guns, you need to get a resource called scrap, and you can only get it from old abandoned vehicles. Days and days of dragging my body through this never-ending snow. Finally, I found some place to survive the cold. The house looks very recently abandoned with food and clothing scattered all over the place. Even the car's still parked outside. The people who used to live here definitely left in a hurry, though. Maybe they ran away from something dangerous. Hopefully, I'll be able to stay here for at least a couple of days, and hopefully I won't run into whatever made them leave. Yeah, ditto. I hope I don't run into that either. A little more northern berries right there. Let's eat 2 of those and get our health meter filled up. The things we got to watch out for, we got a warmth meter, we've got a health meter, and we've got a hunger meter. So keep that in mind as you're playing the game. There will be things you have to look after if you want to survive. We have another med kit inside this building. Nice. Let me get that. We got a couple more canned foods right there, which is something I will never turn down or complain about. And then we've also got a hatch that takes us, it requires a torch. Okay, I can make a torch. That's fine. We got to make a crafting workshop, and then we're going to sharpen a stick real fast. And once we sharpen the stick, we got to light this fire. Come on, baby, light that fire. There we go. So the fire has been lit. We need a stick. And then once we have the stick in our inventory, we can take this, and we can put it on there, and it'll turn into a makeshift torch, in case you were wondering about it. There you go. That's how you make a torch. It's actually not that dark down here, but for some reason, they require you to have a torch in order to go down there. I have no clue why. I don't know if we're in Alaska or if we're in Canada. We could be in either or. There's a map of both right here. The delegation is out on where we actually are. 11:37 p.m. Status report. The radar's picked up unknown activity 1.3 miles away, possibly of anomalous origin. Going to investigate. 1:15, 1995. Status report, sudden explosion for the area of reported anomaly. Contacted HQ for further instructions. 8:43, stand by for HQ, user log out. Hello, what is all this? Apparently somebody else logged into the system that wasn't supposed to be there. But now that we have scrap, that's going to be kind of important to us. I'm going to throw that over there because I just don't even need it. Like, it's not important right now. Instead, I need a spiked stick. That's going to be our first combat weapon. It's going to be one of the few things you can craft in the early game to defend yourself and also to do some light hunting, in case you were interested in that. We've got those herbs right there. We can use those for medicinal purposes. Did I break down my workshop? Oh my god, I just almost made a huge tactical error. I almost made a mistake, everybody. I almost made a mistake. But if you've been here for a while, you know that I do that. You know that I do that. Oh, I'm about to get this dude. I'm about to get this dude right now. This dude has no idea what's about to transpire. Or maybe he does. That would explain why he's running away so rapidly. What? That didn't count? Game! Game! Why are you doing me like this, game? Dear, I'm gonna catch you. I need you to just accept this at face value, dear. You're gonna die. Like, yeah, you can, like, change directions or whatever. That's fine. I don't really mind. Ah! Damn it. He's giving me the jukes right now. He's giving me the works. Oh, I think we got him. I think we got him. I got him pinned. Yeah, there we go. And so now I got a skill point for hunting. That's what I was waiting for. A skill point for hunting is very, very useful because we can use that to start gathering advanced materials off the animals, and you need those materials off the animals to move higher up the tech tree, and so I would focus on hunting pretty early in the game. We also need to get back to some kind of place where we can be safe. Oh, I missed that rabbit right there. Bunny! Bunny, I missed you. Bunny! No, Bunny, come back. I missed you. No! See, now I'm unbunnied and I feel bad about it. Like, it wouldn't be that bad if the rabbits would just, like, leave my ego intact whenever I try to catch them. But they can't do that. Like, they're always so cruel. Like, why do they have to insult me and belittle me when they get away, you know? Like, it's like when you've got open voice in a video game. Like, I'm okay with you winning. I'm not okay with you, like, beating me and then standing over my body trash-talking me. That's not... I'm not feeling that. That's a situation we gonna have to rectify real quick. I made it back to the plane. We need to stand next to this heat vent for a minute and get warm. I don't know what gases are causing this combustion right here, but chances are they're probably carcinogenic, but we're not going to stress about that too much right now. I'm going to put you in right there so that I can do a little bit of workshop action. I'm going to put you in right here. What kind of stuff do I want to store inside my shelter? I got a hunting skill, so we can either get bones, tendons, or leather. I would say that tendons are probably the most useful right now because they allow us to make advanced gathering tools. And we also have a movement point, so we can increase our movement speed. That sounds great. There's a lot of stuff in this game you're going to want to run from, and movement speed helps you run from them more effectively without dying horrifically. Fair warning, I usually level up my run speed first because sometimes you're just going to run into something that you can't fight, something that you've got to run away from, and something you can't stand your ground with. So just remember that. Remember that Splatty told you. Splatty told you. Splatty warned you. Splatty's played a lot of this game. He's pretty used to this title. He's dealt with a lot of the shenanigans from this title. But, being able to run away is a really good plan. We can also make ourselves some healing salves out of those northern herbs we found. I think that's a really good idea because healing is going to keep you alive in this game. We could cook up this meat and we could cook up the mushrooms, I guess. I don't really care, though. I would say to throw... What can we put inside our storage? Maybe the mushroom. I'm going to be picking up mushrooms, though. We'll throw the meat inside of there. I'm not uber planning on hunting a whole lot. I mean, I will hunt. If we see something around that looks like it's slow enough to catch, I'll get after it, but I wanted this to face north. Thank you. You have to face north so that I can orientate. Let's go over to the flight over here, and we'll see what the game's got going on for us. This was in the earliest access, but it does have an expanded storyline content right now where there's, like, new places that you can go to, and there's new locations. Like, the map is crazy at this point. There's lots and lots of stuff to do. So if you're worried that the game hasn't been developing, they have added a lot of content to this title. It's just the beginning parts are kind of similar, and the later parts are the ones that start to get a little bit rowdy. Let's go ahead and run our asses on out here. I'm always a sucker for northern herbs. Yo, that deer was coming right for us. This dude tried to take us out. This dude thought that I didn't know. Hey, you're just free hunting points to me, man. I don't even care. You're free hunting points to me. Please believe. I'm just trying to level up my hunting and maybe get some sinews or something. See, this one seems a little bit more spry. That other deer, I don't know, man. He was moving a little bit slow. That deer specialized in window licking or something in college. I don't know what was up with that deer, but he was definitely not a normal deer. That deer had some special considerations to be made. Let's see here. We've got a generator on this side. It's the other half of the plane. The generator seems to be working. It might come in handy later on. I think we can also open up backpacks and stuff that are, like, scattered around this area. What does it want me to do with the generator? I think there's like a building over here or something like that I got to plug it into. Oh, there's a wolf. Okay, let's get the med kit ready because this dude can deal some pretty serious damage. Yeah, go ahead and use the med kit real fast. Like, I can't say we're going to win this fight, but we are getting defense points, which is good. There we go. We got some wolf meat, and then his arm just kind of weirded out. His leg's sitting over there doing some kind of weird beat thing. Inside of here, we've got a MRE. Nice. And then we plug the generator into right there. And so that will expand our map. So every time we find one of these locations, what it'll do is it'll open up the fog of war so that you can see more locations that you can look at. And so there's a bunker to the northeast. It looks like there's a garage or a bunker of some kind to the southeast. Looks like there's a radar station to the southwest. And we already went to that one right there. I do wish you could, like, mark off locations where you've been. Like, you click on it and put a red X over the top of it so that you know that you've been there. It's kind of a useful skill for navigation. Let me deploy my tent real fast. And now that the tent is down, let me eat a couple of those to get my health back too. We'll eat some berries. And then I needed to level up. We got a hunting point right there. I'm going to say to go with bone extraction next because bones are useful as well. We got another movement point, so I'm going to go with increased speed again because I like moving around the map rapidly. We can increase our damage, we can increase our attack speed, or we can increase our criticals. I'm going to increase my damage first. I'm going to get like 3 or 4 points into that, then I'm going to start putting everything into attack speed. As far as defense goes, we've got stun resistance, we've got bleeding resistance, and we've got defense. I'm going with generic good old-fashioned defense for right now. Just something basic to keep us running. Go ahead and stack up that meat. Our meat supply is getting pretty good right now. They did make hunting a lot easier. Hunting used to be a lot more complicated back in the olden days of this title. Sorry, I had to enable the VSync real fast. I was getting some pretty significant tearing over here. I don't know if I want to go all the way down. Yeah, let's go down there. We'll go have a look. I mean, we'll probably hunt something along the way just to make sure that we're squared away. But getting ourselves a really good weapon right now, or something we can protect ourselves with, is sounding like a very attractive proposition to me. God, I love this game. This game is always fun. Like, I can't tell you why I always have such a good time with this game, but I like it a lot. This is one of those games that I'm always excited to come back and check on the updates for, because it is a legitimately fun little crafting survival game. I love the isometric view. I love just the way the world is. I love how there's little things around. I love how it incorporates the supernatural and the occult. Like, the game is just really, really awesome. This wolf looks deadly. Where's the wolf at? Oh, that's one of the badass wolves. We don't want to mess with him. Okay, so this location might be a little bit outside of our capabilities for right now. This place might be a little tough for us. Let's cut on over to the radio station over here. I don't know if it's going to reveal anything useful to us, but that's a dire wolf over there. There's normal wolves and there's dire wolves. The dire wolves have, like, scales and, like, all kinds of other stuff going. I don't know if I want to fight you right now. I mean, it is easy level ups. Unless I don't have my healing salves available. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Okay. That didn't heal me as much as I thought it would. But we beat the meat off that thing, and we got another defensive point. I was hoping we get a little bit of hunting skill, but if we run into another wolf right now, we're going to be in rough shape. It's going to be bad news bearses for us if that happens. Let me eat one of those real fast, just so we get enough health that we can run away. If anything unexpected comes creeping out of the darkness with the intent of grabbing us with its little snickety-snappity claws. Nothing but the white of the snow greets us as we move through this forlorn tundra. The muskeg extends on forever, feeling like one day we will never return home. What's going on inside it here? What is this thing? Oh, please tell me there's an Can I go inside? Oh, it's so dark right now. Or is this just a transformer? Transformer! I gotta make a fire. It's okay. I need to make a fire anyways. So there we go. We'll get that thing beefed up. We've got an advanced repair kit right there. This will restore durability on all of your equipment. Oh, nice. I didn't even know that was a thing. Let's gather up some scrap from right here because we are surely going to need it once we start building other things. For gun repair and stuff like that, it's going to become helpful. Inside of here, we'll stack up the meat, and we will stack up the scrap just so we can keep ourselves unencumbered. I will probably eat some more berries or something. Yeah, level up defense one more time while we're here. We're taking a lot of damage. It don't feel so great. Does this location have a door or anything else like that, or is it just like a... So that requires a generator. We don't have one of those. It might be worthwhile to check around to the south and see what's going on down there, but I don't know. We're out of time for the day right now, so my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for an episode of The Wild 8, currently in its 0.9 patch. The game has a whole bunch of new content, so if you have the game and you haven't checked in on it in a while, you probably should. If you don't have the game, you can get it down below. My name is Splattercat. I show off indie games on the internet every single day and sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile so that you don't have to. Be sure to give it a like if you enjoyed this content. I will see you all later. Thank you for stopping on by, and how you do, everybody.